Naratan samanahi kavaneu dehi jivachara charjachata jehi. Naratan means the body of the human being. Nar is man, tan is body. So he's saying here, Garud, there is no form as good as that of man, of the human being. And he says, Jiva charachar jachata jehi. And all creatures, moving, unmoving, motionless, everyone fervently desires this body. Everyone wants to get this body. Aren't we therefore very, very fortunate to have this body, all of us? We are indeed very fortunate to be in possession of this body. And being gifted with this body carries with it a certain quality of life. We have to measure to the standard of this body. Because all other creatures have bodies, the dog, the cat, the fowl, whatever, the cow, the elephant. They all have bodies. We all have body. They all have needs and wants. We have needs and wants. What is the difference? We'll explore that a little later. So he says, Naraka Swarga Apabarga Niseni Jnana Viraga Bhakti Subhadeni. He's saying here, this body is the ladder to take us to Naraka. Naraka is hell. Or Swarg, which is heaven. Or Apabarg. Apabarg means liberation, freedom, absolute freedom from all suffering. And that is the aspiration of all human beings, to be liberated. What we call Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta is one who is living and is free from the world. So when we say freedom, what we want is freedom, not heaven. In the Hindu Dharma, heaven is not the be-all. Heaven is a place where you go and enjoy all your punya, all the good things that you've done, and then you come back. When you are liberated, you don't take back the human birth. And that is the vast difference. All of the religions talk about heaven, but heaven is only that much. So he's saying here, this body could either take us to hell or to heaven, or to take us to final liberation. We have that capacity only in this body. You don't hear of a cow praying or a dog praying. Man could pray. Man could empathize with other people and understand their difficulties. Man could move to assist other people less fortunate. Man could elevate himself. And that is the difference between the human body and that of other lower animal forms. So he says, Jnana Viraga Bhakti Subhadini. Gyan is wisdom or knowledge. In this body, we can develop that sense of knowledge. We can learn. Knowledge means that which you know. It comes from the word know. So the totality of what you know is called your knowledge. But there is something called wisdom also. Wisdom is the application of that knowledge for the benefit of yourself and for all mankind. So he's saying here, in this body, we can develop that knowledge. Vairag. Vairag means where you give up all the things of the world. You're not attached. So a vairagi is one who is completely detached. So we can be attached to the world or become detached from the world. In order to be attached to God, you have to be detached from the world. The world is only limited to our needs and wants. But the thing is, people have so many wants that their mind is overburdened with those wants, and it forget every other thing. But the human system, you see, it could take us to hell, it takes us to hell, to heaven, or to final liberation. The choice is ours. What do we want? What do we want? We have the capacity to develop knowledge, to be detached by that, or bhakti, to be involved in devotion, to surrender the lotus feet of our beloved Lord. So that's why in the beginning I said, as man grows, his perspective in life changes. What interested you at one point in time is absolutely of no interest now. Because at this stage, you are thinking, how will I meet my Maker? Because every second that passes is a second closer to the grave. And eventually, all of us will be there. Are we prepared for that? Are we? Tulsidas sings in Chopai.